Hi, welcome to Self Discovery Support. Today we're going to do a pick a card reading. This is going to be on why your person runs. So I think maybe depending on how this goes, we will probably do like why your person chases as well. I'm trying to make these readings a little bit more relevant and engaging for you, like what you actually want to know. So yeah, let's go with this one, why your person runs. It seems to be like a question that I'm seeing in my research a lot. So yeah, we have two piles. We have the Jaguar, we have the frog, and so this would be pile A, this would be pile B. So let me give you a minute to, well, not a minute, a few seconds to choose A or B, and then we can give you the Jaguar or the frog. All right, here we go. All right, now let's give you the picture cards. Okay, so please choose. All right, so if that's good, then we're gonna head into the readings. Alright, if you are in group A and you chose the Jaguar, this is gonna be your reading. Alright, we're also using the Modern Witch Tarot and the what is this one called? I can never remember it. It's a funny name, Neoteric Feminine Tarot. Okay, alright, so we got the Two of Swords, the Six of Cups, Nine of Cups, Seven of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. And with the Fool in hidden energy, why your person runs. All right, they show up in the I'm gonna incorporate this card that you chose. They show up in the Jaguar energy. So it's really interesting because the Jaguar is kind of associated with being a chaser, being someone that seeks out their prey, right? In a way, it's, if you want to say that, this is someone that is used to doing the chasing, or that is kind of the assumed role, or they might be in this energy now. And also this card is about knowing your patterns, like seeing the patterns in your behavior. So your person could be at this time kind of spotting like what they've been doing, like how they've been behaving in a situation, in this connection. Your person is like, with the Two of Swords, is someone that is actually quite closed off in their heart space. So this is someone who is not generally open to it's like they're not open to going further or deeper in any connections, or quite guarded when it comes to matters of the heart. So it's like someone who maybe they had hurts earlier on, or even in this connection they just decided, I'm not going to be opening up. I'm going to be just if you're not opening up your heart but you're in a connection, then you're probably just there for either just the comfort of the connection, or the physical, right? If we just blunt about that. And so it does feel like your person was like, I'm okay with it being casual, but it's not going deeper. Because it feels like they're quite defensive, maybe from something else, or just maybe it's just this person's general outlook. It's someone who, yeah, they're like, vulnerability is difficult, or something that they deliberately don't pursue. And that's this chaser energies. Let's see if this is a switch that's happening. With the Six of Cups here, this talks about in their the phase of life that they're in. It feels like there's someone that is quite focused actually on what makes them feel comfortable, like their family. And when I say family, it doesn't mean that like there's a marriage, even though there can be, but it can mean just like if this person has kids, if this person has a relationship with siblings and mother, father, whatever, they just feel comfortable in that space. And yeah, they're quite into almost like creature comforts. The energy a person is in is Nine of Cups. It's kind of, it's really hard to, yeah, there's some delicate things are going to come up in this reading, and I hope you can take it as information and not as an attack or an offense. Although I always say in my readings, listen for what agitates or resonates, right? So some of this will agitate, but it feels like your person is at a point in life where they just really want to satisfy their own needs. They just really want to do what pleases them. Like, look at this woman's the way she's crossed her arms. It's almost like, I'm gonna do what I want, and that's it. Nothing else matters really. And maybe your person has been, especially if they're like, if there's someone that's been quite sheltered, like in a bubble. It's not sheltered, but like they've kept their world kind of small and intimate. They know everyone in that circle or in their circle, and you know, people know their quirks and habits, and like they're indulged in being themselves. You know what I mean? Like they have a place in life. We're gonna look a little bit more. I'm curious about this Two of Swords, but like the Seven of Swords here for the situation tells me that even though this person shows up as someone who is quite protective of their heart and not interested in anything further, it seems the Seven of Swords here is, it feels like someone who is maybe lying a little bit to themselves, or I mean in terms of in relation to this connection, it's like something got by them. In a way, it's kind of like, yeah, something did get by them. They didn't mean for it to happen, but it seems like, and especially look at how she's looking back at the house. It's almost like this situation that they're in, this kind of home situation, is what I see them looking back at. Like, it's almost like this person stepped away from a very comfortable familial situation to engage in this connection. This could not resonate at all, but that's kind of what I'm seeing with that Seven of Swords. Someone who like snuck away, or yeah, it's like doing something you know you shouldn't do, but I'm getting caught up in it. With the Fool here and the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles, it's like someone who's understanding that a new beginning is possible for themselves. So it feels like someone, as I'm saying, was very deep into a family situation. And I'm not saying again that it's marriage or a committed relationship. Doesn't have to be that type of thing. It just can be someone who's quite rooted in their family structure, but it totally can be someone who is married, right? But it feels like this person is thinking about a new start, a new partnership. King to the Queen of Pentacles. These are two people who are very well matched. Yeah. And I saw the Seven of Pentacles here. It feels like your person is someone that maybe waited a long time to get into a serious relationship, or held back. Yeah, they held back from investing. So it's like they tried to stretch this out as long as possible. Eight of Pentacles here. We're going to get to that, but let's clarify. I want to see that Two of Swords. Alright, so we clarified a little bit, and with this Two of Swords, it's definitely, it feels like someone who, the Five of Pentacles clarifies it, and it's typically a card of like being out in the cold, right? From what could make you happy with this Four of Wands, it feels like this person is deciding not to. It's just like deciding not to decide on what could make them happy, which in the end actually shuts them out of the connection. As I'm saying here, it could mean that they have to leave something behind. With this Seven of Swords, no, this person does, with this Two of Pentacles, does feel like this person would rather have like done a back and forth, or like juggled the connection with another one or another part of their life, and just kind of stayed in this position for a long time. Yeah. The advice here though for you, because I always like to leave you with advice. Six of Wands, Hierophant, Eight of Pentacles. So I think there's something here about continuing to work on your own path in life, trying to continue to be your best self, to continue like not focusing too much on this in terms of your personal triumphs are important. And with the Hierophant, it's like your personal path is important, and things will come around is what I'm getting from this. So to answer the question why your person ghosted you, it just feels like your person was not ready. They weren't ready for a commitment. They weren't ready to shift things in their life. They were very comfortable. And wait, did I say why the person ghosted? It's like why your person ran. Okay, so maybe they ghosted, I don't know, but they ran because this thing, the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, was not it snuck up on them, is how I'm reading this. And it kind of put their comfortable world out of balance. And so this person felt like they needed to sit this one out. Although with this, it does feel like it's occurring to them that there is a partnership here. And people don't run because they're comfortable, right? They run because they're scared. They run because they don't know. They're not ready to confront something. Okay, let's get a last confirmation on that. Alright, so we got heartbreak for the Three of Swords, knowledge with the King of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune with karma. As I suspected, it feels like Eight of Cups here. It feels like somebody walked away. So it feels like maybe Eight of Cups, they could have walked away. But also I'm sensing that in this period away, maybe you have started to like focus on other things. And then it feels like things are changing. And this is kind of like the karmic type of set of events that must happen to allow this person to break out of this kind of state of comfortability. Three of Swords, heartbreak. Yeah, it feels like now this person understands, in the process of running, understands what they didn't before, which is that this is actually something to be taken seriously. With the Jaguar, so it feels more like this person's understanding their patterns. So this is probably somebody that is maybe a little bit more avoidant, has done this before, and maybe is in a chaser energy, or not that they're going to chase you, but it's like they're feeling, a chaser feels the need, the anxiety about the relationship or the connection that they've lost. And so that is what the energy that I'm seeing here. All right, so if this was your reading, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know if this did resonate, and take care. We'll move on to Group B. Okay, if you chose Group B, this is going to be your reading. And we have the Frog. So let's look at this energy first. We have the Knight of Wands, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords, Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Hanged One in hidden energy. Alright, so the Frog is here as a kind of, it's almost like an energy that they're embodying right now, which is this is someone who's understanding like the things that they need to, it's like the unhealthy habits that they need to put aside. It's kind of like someone who didn't realize the things that they were doing, the habits that they had, even the beliefs and the mindset that they had that was unhealthy, potentially even toxic. This is a card that talks about detoxing, and so it's someone who is recognizing that, and that is actually, the Frog also talks about prosperity and vitality. So it can be someone who's coming to life. It's almost like, you know how you go through life auto-programmed on autopilot, and it's just like something happens and then you realize, what did I do? You know, it's almost like that, like a wake up. And then there's like an attempt to remedy that for yourself. That realization is the thing that wakes you up and actually starts the process going. All right, so that seems good, but it feels like this person, the running that happened, or the situation that caused that, was the thing that was needed to make that happen. If that makes sense. All right, so your person shows up maybe with you in this connection is as a Knight of Wands. So this is like Sagittarius energy, but it's somebody that was very very kind of impulsive, kind of wanted things to advance really quickly, or like brought a lot of passionate energy to the connection, but it didn't feel stable. It was probably exciting, probably not able to sustain that energy of like, this is all exciting and this is all something that we need to act on quickly. But it feels like for me that this type of activity, or how to say, behavior, is coming from a kind of anxiety in your person, because we do have the Nine of Swords. So this feels like this is someone that was feeling quite like anxious about the connection, to be honest. And I don't know if they realized that. Maybe they did, but it's like almost like they didn't have control over how they took action. You know, it just made them appear in this really kind of impulsive, high energy, high passions type of way with you in this connection. And it feels to me that there's been a lot of regret, as we saw with the Frog card. This is someone that has realized. So it's almost like something that happened here with you. I can guess with, or fill in the blanks, that this way that they showed up caused some issues, and then it's almost like the recoil. This person probably ran at that point. It feels like the running happened around here, the moment that they came in, and then something, maybe they breached a boundary. There's my cat. They breached a boundary, and it just felt like, yeah, they needed to process. It's like I don't know how to say, it broke their heart that they did this because of the anxiety they felt around the connection. And this is for sure not to do with you. This is to do with things that they're bringing into the connection from before. So as we're seeing with the Frog, there are behaviors that this person became aware of when they caused this feeling in you. And so you know, there's a lot of regret on this person's part, and they're sitting with that. The situation as I'm seeing it is that this person feels rejected. It feels like you walked away from them, or you rejected them, or you held up some kind of boundary. It just feels like they feel downtrodden. I feel like they've lost. Okay. So almost, this to me feels like a big blow to the ego, is how I can see that. Two of Pentacles here with your advice, which has something to do with bringing, it's almost like your responsibility is to bring yourself back into balance. This person as well, is what they have to do is bring themselves into balance as well. But with the Hanged One, it does indicate that this person is maybe for the first time being they're taking time out. This is not, you know, this appeared in pile 1 as well, or pile B, the Jaguar pile, and it feels like you could watch that, because that reading could be in accompaniment to this one. But it feels like sometimes this can be a good or a bad card in terms of what you want or you expect, but I feel like this person needed to take this time out. It's like they're having that enlightenment process happen. 7 of Wands and Temperance. Yeah, it feels like this person is having to kind of it's like there's a defensiveness, but there's also like standing up for themselves to people. So your person, I feel a lot of like anxious attachment in this group, and in pile A, in group A, it felt like that person was more avoidant, and this one feels like your person kind of acted really quickly, kind of saw the reaction that it caused and recoiled, or was heartbroken that they caused that reaction in you. And it's just like, okay, the situation is, it's like feeling hopeless in a way. How do they come out of it? All right, so let's get some more information. Alright, so you have the King of Cups and the Devil card, which is like, it really fits with this reading. It really illuminates things. This is someone, Scorpio energy and Capricorn energy, Cancer as well. The keywords are support, obsession, and relationships. So yeah, I just feel like this person really turns to connections as a way to almost like feel complete. And they build attachments really quickly. And they felt that attachment to you. And it's just like something happened here that caused them to almost see themselves for the first time. It's almost like when you're in devil energy, sometimes you can't see your behaviors. But now it's like now they can. And then they realize that, oh, 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, what was that? Stake for them is this really important connection, a partnership, a relationship that could feel like a soulmate energy. Yeah. Alright, so let's get any further advice and we'll close. Alright, further advice is both of you have to keep firm boundaries with yourself, or this person does at least, and you do as well. There's some regrets between the two of you that has to be kind of processed through. And yeah, it's like if you do come into conversation again, you're gonna have to talk about your past. You're gonna have to talk about the things that went wrong in this connection and how you can remedy that. Okay, so this was your reading. If you like this, if you relate to it, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And hope to see you here on another reading again. Take care.